In the book 12 Reasons How to Avoid Chaos, discipline is compared to a simple apple. But how? Now, we have mentioned the topic on its surface. However, utilizing the statistic provided by Cambridge University, let's mention what actually happens when people try to become more disciplined. In a study conducted by psychologists that work with Cambridge University, it has been mentioned that people, when starting to take some discipline acts in itself, the majority of the case, in fact, 77% of the cases end up failing. In reference to what I said in the introduction, how an apple can be the best metaphor for discipline, I am of course referring to the book 12 Antidotes to Avoid Chaos, or 12 Reasons on How to Avoid Chaos. This book, written by Canadian author Jordan Peterson, references how discipline can be summarized in this Bible story of Adam and Eve. He mentions that there is an Adam and an Eve inside of all of us. He explains that Adam will be the best version of ourselves. Yeah, and that's why he's always standing with his back straight. He will be the one that obeys the rules and does not defy God's will. And God's will will be what is right. However, Eve will represent our emotional self, the one that seeks pleasure. And apple will be pleasure itself. And he, in the book, explains how this constant need for pleasure has made us less disciplined. That's a very good analogy to explain discipline. Discipline is the way we try to avoid excessive pleasure while maintaining the rules that remain as sane, stable, and proper. That's how we can envision discipline itself. Focus on self. This sentence was written by Plato and forever was molded to be the best sentence for discipline itself. Now, to be disciplined, there are many methods you can use. I will only refer to 3 of them. Utilizing Dr. Skinner's work in the psychology field, there is one particular method that I want to refer. That is the endurance and pleasure method, or how we like to call it, punish and reward. And it's very straightforward. If you're about to fail your diet, you will endure it and punish yourself. You will not allow yourself to eat fast food, but you will also reward yourself if you're not eating the diet by having, for example, one very high calorical meal. The second method I want you to be aware of is your conditional to biology. And it's not really a method in sorts, but it's to, when conceiving the rules for you to remain disciplined, remember to always make them biological possible. For example, if you want to exercise, remember that you are not able to exercise every day for 1 year. You have to have rest. Your body needs to be able to sustain the discipline itself. And the third one, the most important, the most fulcral, is to stop the overload use of technology itself. And what do I mean by this? I mean, go back to your primitive self. Go back to the more basic human. Stop abusing the technology development that we have created and focus on self. Now, this is something I want you to understand. Focus on self.